Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. 2020, we are into the new year, the early stages, but is this the year for silver? That is what we're going to be discussing in this video because a lot of people are saying that silver has a lot of potential in the year 2020 for various different reasons that we're going to be discussing. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you are new, and thank you so much. Hopefully, we can kick off the new year with some bullish prices. But looking at the prices right now, there has been a small correction. Not to say this is an ongoing thing, because every time silver drops, what does it do? It goes back up. See, the thing is that a lot of people are so caught up in the day-to-day prices, they miss the bigger picture. And the bigger picture shows a lot of what is really going on. It shows the reality. If you're caught in the day-to-day, you're looking at something too minuscule to really see outside of the frame or see the bigger picture. So once you can step outside and look at the yearly charts, maybe the 5-year charts, then you can see, okay, if it is down for a couple of weeks or even a couple of months, that doesn't mean that silver's crashing. It doesn't mean it's going to stay low forever. This just means it's an opportunity to buy your silver for cheaper. Now, given the circumstances, history does repeat itself. And I'm going to apply this to back when silver was $50. See, if you can do that and you can see, if you can see the patterns, the chart analytical standpoint from it, apply that with what's going on in the economy, you can get pretty accurate results. For example, back in 2011, silver was $50, right? What was going on back then to make silver $50 though, to get it that high? Well, stock markets were volatile, a lot of stock market volatility, recession looming, stuff like that. What's going on right now? Stock market volatility setting record-breaking highs to dropping drastically low. Recessions looming. But we have some new factors as well. So it's even more, there's even more potential. There's even more potential to see higher silver prices than in 2011 or in the 80s. See, not only is there stock market volatility, not only is recession looming, but we also have this new silver shortage that is becoming blatantly obvious. It's not going anywhere. We're too deep in the hole. But also, there's 9 more years of added on inflation that has been destroying the dollar. Coronavirus, but there's also one missing piece. Something has to kick it all off. See, in my last video, I was talking about what could cause silver prices to explode. And I'm going over all these different things, but there's one missing piece. Something has to, because I was in that video, I was talking about the long-term things that can make prices, longer time frame, which is like supply and demand, but there has to be an instantaneous event to kick things off. Just like how the US-China trade wars sparked that $20 silver a couple months ago. Now, the 2020 presidential election happens every 4 years, right? This is, hands down, going to be probably the instantaneous event that silver is seeking, that silver needs to really get some cushion under it. And I say cushion because there has to be some support built. Now, we have seen support built earlier this year. How was this? This was when stock markets were setting record-breaking highs, but silver prices weren't dropping. Let me repeat that. Stock markets were setting record-breaking highs, but silver prices were not dropping. That means that silver has support. It has a cushion that no matter what's thrown its way, it has foundation, it has stability, It has some stability underneath. It has some legs to withstand things that are thrown its way. Because let me tell you this. Over the past several years, I've been investing in the precious metals. If silver, or if something is thrown silver's direction, it can easily crash. Silver has been more speculative than ever, and I don't like that. I always mention how that's very dangerous on this, for this, for us. I mean, for the short term quick flippers, it could be very, I guess, rewarding, but for the bigger picture, that's going to hurt things. But if you can see this as for what it is, silver is setting up for a rally. Now, is this the year? I mean, I don't think so. I'm not going to mislead my audience. I'm not going to mislead you and say, yeah, I think silver's going to be $100 by June. No. No. That's unrealistic. That's going to mislead you. It's going to give you false hope, and it's going to set you up with a very unrealistic expectation of these markets. And that's what happened to me when I first got in. I was watching these silver pumpers saying, buy silver now, it's going to be $200 within next month. And what that does is it screws your perception of what the markets really are doing, and it makes you have this very immediate sense and urge to buy as much silver because you think you found something right now that no one else knows about, and you have to get as much of it right now because it's going to be, 50,000 times more expensive than it is, and you need to hurry up, and time's running out. And that's not realistic. Realistically, silver could hit $25 by the end of the year, maybe $30. It's going to take a couple of years for silver to hit $50 and stay at $50. Now, it could hit $50 this year, but the probability of it staying there, if it appreciates that fast, is not very likely. See, when silver was $50 in 2011, it didn't stay at $50 for too long because it wasn't a gradual approach upwards. If you want a market to really stay at a certain price, it has to build support. It has to take time. It has to gradually go up and then go a little bit down. It has to be some dips, some sell-offs. It has to rally. Then it has to have a little bit of dips and sell-offs. And if you look at the bigger picture, as long as it's gradually going upwards, that's where that support is built. But if it just skyrockets overnight, it's going to crash just as hard, if not harder. See, look at Bitcoin. When Bitcoin shot up to $20,000, did it stay there? No. It crashed extremely hard. Anytime a market rises that fast, expect a crash even larger coming. Now, that's why when I said $50 this year, it wouldn't be for long. So if we do want silver to be $50, you have to be patient. See, patience in these markets is extremely important. You need to understand that these markets, that silver, especially precious metals, is a longer term preservation of your wealth. You're investing into this for the long term. I mean, you can quick flip, you can do the day-to-day, you can make money that way, you can capitalize on some profits if you want, but for most of us like you and I, we're in it more as a way to put our money in a time capsule because silver has intrinsic value that holds itself regardless of what the dollar's doing. And for the people that are investing into it that way, then yes, you don't really care about the day-to-day prices. You see what the dollar's doing, you see where the economy's headed, and you're trying to take an alternative route to storing your money, storing your hard-earned dollars. See, there's a difference between that and then quick flippers. They have a whole different perspective, but I try to talk to the majority of what you guys are doing. See, I do invest in the stocks. There is potential in stocks, even, mining stocks and, the SILV. There's a potential in many different areas, and diversification is definitely key. But for the sake of these videos, or this video at least, I'm talking about physical bullion, precious metals, long-term longevity. Now, if you aren't patient enough to wait a couple years, then I recommend maybe finding something else that's a quicker alternative that makes quicker returns. But precious metals is not that. It's not the day-to-day type of asset to be flipping. it just moves too slow. Maybe get into cryptocurrency or stocks or something along those lines. But anyways, I'm curious what you guys think 2020 has in store for precious metals, more specifically silver. Or you can even go on and mention what gold is doing or where you think gold is headed. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. Posting 2-3 videos a day. I'm back at it. I'm so excited to have my channel back. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I'll see you guys soon. This was Silver Slayer. I'm out. Peace.